Creating a stop-motion animation video takes time and patience, especially when it comes to editing the entire video together. Each frame needs to be the same length for a smooth animation, otherwise it can look choppy. And that's not good. But how do you get each frame to be the same length for a smooth stop-motion animation? Hey everyone, it's JJ from Filmora here to empower your inner video creator. Stop-motion animation is a technique in animation to bring static objects to life. This is done by moving the objects on screen in increments while filming a frame per increment. When all frames are played in sequence, it shows movement. In Filmora 9, you can set the duration of multiple photos to one frame, making techniques like time-lapse and stop-motion easy. In this video, I'm going to show you some stop-motion filming and editing techniques so you can make your very own stop-motion animation. Check this out. To film a stop-motion animation, you will need a tripod, a camera, and maybe some lights. Like a time-lapse, a tripod is a must so you can get a nice steady shot throughout your animation. If your camera moves even just a little, one frame or more may be out of line, which will result in your animation looking off or not very polished. For your camera settings, have everything set in manual. For example, your exposure and white balance should be set so it doesn't change between pictures. Also, one big thing is to make sure that your lens is set to manual focus. If you have it on autofocus, the focus may shift when you take a photo. It's fine to change the focus throughout the shoot, but it would be a real bummer for it to change and you didn't even know. The last piece of equipment that I suggest is to have a light. Now this is optional because you can use natural light, but just keep in mind that if you use natural light, the light may change throughout the day and might change before you're done. So having a light will keep everything consistent and you can take all the time to make your animation. For your animations, you're gonna have to pick a frame rate. This will help you decide how many photos you need to take to get the right look and help time your animations. Since you have to move your object incrementally after each photo you take, this can help how far you move your subject and what actions the object will take in the animation. For example, if you want to shoot 24 frames per second, you will need to take 24 photos for 1 second of animation. Since you have to move your object incrementally after each photo you take, the frame rate will help decide how far you move your subjects. So whatever you want your subject to do in a span of 1 second will have to be done in 24 photos. Or 30 photos for 30 frames per second, 60 photos for 60 frames per second. You get it, right? For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to use 24 frames per second. However, we did shoot our animation in 12 frames per second. To edit your stop-motion animation in Filmora 9, first go to the project settings and make sure that it's set to the frame rate you shot your animation. Since your animation isn't shot in any of the default selections, we will pick 24 frames per second. Now import your photos after you do that and go into your preferences. Under the editing tab, you will change the photo duration to 0.02. This will make it so that each photo that you drag in your timeline is 1 frame length. However, we shot our animation in 12 frames per second, which is half the amount of images used in a 24 frame per second animation. So in our case, we will set the photo duration to 0.04. Now drag and drop all the photos from your animation into your timeline and play it back. And voila! Mr. Camera! Stop-motion animations are so fun! Are you guys gonna make your own stop-motion animation? Or have you guys already made your own stop-motion animation in Filmora 9? We wanna see it, so make sure to link it in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more video editing tips and tricks. Keep creating and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!